JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
Hey, Shout Factory, I don't know how to tell you this, but all of the commercial bumpers in this episode have a sound sync problem.
JEM will be right back after these messages.
So, yeah. Also, you got some of the episodes in the wrong order. But thanks to my delightful viewers, I was made aware of that, so I can watch them in the proper order. Shout Factory. So I was thinking to myself, not too long ago, that we're 39 episodes. This is episode 39, Shout Factory, not 40. 39. I was thinking to myself, this far into the series, we have a good handle on the actual characters of JEM/Jerrica, Kimber, Pizzazz, Stormer, to a lesser extent, Shayna and Aja. But Roxy continues to be kind of a blank slate. If you asked me to describe Roxy, about the best I could do is say I could describe her appearance. She has glorious big white hair. I could say she's in the Misfits group. She plays guitar. Kimber seems to think that she's not stupid, but very ignorant. At least that's what she says in her diary. But other than that, it's about it. Don't know much about her. I know more about a bunch of the Starlight kids, like Bonnie and Ashley and Deidre and Chrissy, than I do actually about Rocky. So I was pleased to see a Roxy-centric episode. Get a bit more in her head. Get to know Roxy. Well, Roxy is not a stage name. It's a nickname. Her name is Roxanne Pellegrini, and she's from Philly. So, Roxy, here's her big character trait. She can't read. Which, now that I think about it, that was kind of set up, because she's screwed up like she hit the wrong dial in the Broadway Magic episode.
Oh no! I turned the wrong dials!
And maybe she couldn't read the switches when she was futzing around with the explosion control panel in the Starbright trilogy and nearly killed Kimber. And that might be why she refused to read Kimber's diary in the Scandal episode.
What's that? Kimber's diary. Here, read what she says about you.
I wouldn't waste my time.
So, hey, alright. There were breadcrumbs all along. So she can't read, which, the Misfits are on a live television show, and they're supposed to read the teleprompter, and she botches it, because, again, can't read. And, she gets embarrassed, so she storms out and says, "Screw you, Misfits, I'm leaving." And Pizzazz says, "Yeah, she'll be back." And so she sings her own little ballad about how she's going to change. It's a lovely song. And it's nice to have a song sung by someone other than the two singing leads, JEM and Pizzazz. Much as I love them, it's always a nice treat to have a new voice. Unfortunately, unlike Kimber and Stormer, for example, Roxy isn't given her own voice. Ellen Bernfeld, I think her name is, does the singing voice of Pizzazz. She's standing in for the singing voice of Roxy and sounds exactly the same. Or I'm wrong and they got a unique singer and she just sounds exactly like Pizzazz.
I'm gonna change my luck. I'm gonna change my luck somehow. I'm gonna find another connection and take a whole new direction.
But I'm pretty confident that that's Ellen Bernfeld doing Roxy's singing voice. So, missed opportunity, if the opportunity was there, which it, budget-wise and time-wise may not have been. I think a new voice could have elevated that song, is what I'm saying. So, as she's walking around, she gets hit in the face by a floating lottery ticket. So she takes the lottery ticket in and wins $1 million. And she's like, ha ha! Ha ha ha! I'm going to Philly and have a homecoming. They're going to be all impressed by how successful I am. Made it all on my own by stumbling upon a lottery ticket. So she goes home. And who happens to be there but JEM and the Holograms? See, they're on a nationwide rock out illiteracy tour. How apropos. And she says, oh, this is hilarious. So there's like a local TV station interviewing JEM. And this interviewer's like, JEM, what do you hope to accomplish with your Rock Out Illiteracy Tour? How to respond politely? Does the name not make it clear? Well, the Rock Out Illiteracy Tour, we hope to rock out illiteracy. You silly git. Anyway, so Roxy says, I've got lots and lots of money, so I'm going to host a Roxy shindig called the Roxy Rumble. And it's going to be basically a giant a street concert. She's going to... she puts up a stage and a hot dog stand and a carousel and t-shirts, and she funds everything. So it's free hot dogs, free cotton candy, free rides on the carousel, free music, free t-shirts. It's all free because I've got money and I can afford it. Well, the problem is eventually the free stuff runs out. Like, they run out of t-shirts. They run out of hot dogs. They run out of cotton candy. They run out of space on the carousel, so there's people on top of the carousel. And they get very angry that the free food and shirts and stuff that they were promised is not there. So they riot and start throwing food at each other and toppling all the food stands. And then the carousel collapses and probably kills at least 15 people. Good job, Roxy. So, because Roxy can't read, she just signed every contract that was put in front of her. So, she owes a ton of money for permits and damages and all kinds of stuff. JEM, with some subtle prodding from Bonnie, helps Roxy out, helps her, read the contract so that she can pay all of her debts. And you might think, oh, it just so happens that everything she owed was all of her money. Well, no. She still has like $500,000 left. And then the IRS tracks her down and says, hey, yeah, half that money, that's ours. What? You didn't read the letter we sent you. So Roxy is now broke. And little Bonnie is standing next to her and says, hey, here's my first reading book. Because literacy is cool, yo. So, the Misfits and Eric Bad Guy show up and say, hey, Roxy, remember the contract you signed? Probably not, because I'm betting you didn't read it, but it means you have to perform with us, so... let's go home, Roxy. So she does, but she takes Bonnie's little My First Reading book. And despite some very mean teasing from Jetta, she starts on the path of literacy. So, good on you, Roxy. Good on you, Miss Pellegrini. So, a nice episode. Also an episode that reprises two songs. My favorite from the first season, Gimme Gimme Gimme. And Open a Book from this season. the treasure hunt episode, like literally 5 episodes ago. So, but I mean, it's an appropriate song. So, you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna watch the next episode.
I'm gonna change my life and leave the misfits behind forever!
You signed a contract, remember? You have to perform with the misfits.
Oh, what's the use?